Hi, ladies and gentlemen. It's Aaron Fragnito with People's Capital Group. I'm going to do about a 15-minute webinar explaining our new opportunity, our new private offering in Bayonne, New Jersey. We've had a ton of interest in this opportunity. Spots are filling up very quickly. We have over 20 investors participating already. We expect to pull together about 20 to 30 investors for this opportunity here, and we'll be digging into the details right now. By the way, if you want to learn more about how to get qualified for this opportunity, you need to schedule that discovery call if you haven't yet done that with me, Aaron Fragnito. On that call, we'll talk for about 15 minutes about your investment goals. Make sure you're qualified to invest as a sophisticated or accredited investor, and then see if this is a fit for your investment goals. So if you haven't done that yet, you definitely want to schedule that discovery call, and that'll allow you to get access to this private offering within our system. But let's break right into it here. It's a 21 unit in Bayonne, New Jersey. It's about a 10-minute walk to a light rail station that'll bring you into Manhattan in about 30 minutes. It's not far from a port where there's going to be a ferry they're building that'll bring you into Manhattan as well in about 20 minutes. Bayonne, New Jersey is one of the highest demand areas in New Jersey. It's in Hudson County, which is one of the strongest counties in New Jersey for property values. It borders the water leading into Manhattan, so that's one of the reasons it holds such high residential demand. We offer two share classes for this investment opportunity here. Class B is a $50,000 minimum investment that offers a 7% preferred rate of return annualized. Class C is a $30,000 minimum investment that offers a preferred rate of return of 5%. Now, we have some investors with over 7 figures with us and other investors getting started with a minimum investment of $30,000. So we really pride ourselves on working with sophisticated, non-accredited, and accredited multi-million-dollar investors. But for the most part, we have a number of people investing in this property from all through the spectrum. We really pride ourselves on that. The target internal rate of return is 15 to 18% on this opportunity. And that takes into account your capital pay down and also your tax benefits. So it's a pretty aggressive internal rate of return. And historically, of course, we've overachieved our targets. We've recently achieved about a 24% annualized cash-on-cash return this summer on one building. Earlier this summer, we also completed about 16% annualized cash-on-cash return on another building. So historically, we've really been doing better than targeted. But of course, we want to underpromise and overdeliver. I'm sorry. Yes, underpromise, overdeliver. So in this case, we are doing non-voting equity ownership. That means the investors are passive investors. They are limited partners. Seth Martinez and I are general partners. Or People's Capital Group is a general partner. That allows Seth and I to operate the building day in and day out with our in-house management company. And it allows the limited partners to enjoy the benefits of owning real estate without having to do all the operations behind the scenes. So they enjoy cash flow on a quarterly basis as the building produces positive cash flow, large lump sum payouts upon the refinance, normally every 3 to 4 years. And of course, a K-1 tax form at the end of the year, giving them tax depreciation on the building. Monthly updates explaining exactly what's going on with the project, and each fund buys one specific property, and this fund is buying this property. We accept IRAs or solo 401ks. About a third of our investors are self-directed IRAs or solo 401ks. So we're a big fan of those types of investors, and we really want to help you build legacy wealth, right? That's our goal here at People's Capital Group. We do have exit options along the way with our investments, and every investor can exit at each refinance if they'd like to and pay capital gains tax on their earnings. But the best way to build legacy wealth is to remain invested long-term with us and stick with us as we renovate the building, increase the cash flow, and create the cash-out refinance opportunities every 3 to 5 years, enjoy quarterly cash flow to our investors as well along that time, and eventually trade into a bigger property and exponentially build your wealth through the 1031 tax deference. That's a great way to defer all taxes and build your wealth long-term in real estate. And that's what we bring to our investor group. See, we don't kick you out at any time. You have the option to exit multiple times, but of course, with us, you can continue to build legacy wealth for many years. And that's a nice benefit that our investors really enjoy. So we execute the buy, renovate, refinance strategy on this investment opportunity. This is the same strategy we have for every investment opportunity here. We buy at a discounted price. The rents are about 35% below market value, which is just incredible to have rents that low on a building in such a high demand market. And we are looking at a good amount of value add here. But let's look at the pictures of the building. You can see some nice big A brick building, 4-story walk up there. We also have a nice location here on Avenue C in Bayonne, New Jersey. There's the entrance to the building, really nicely well kept. It's actually a family-owned building for about 40 years. You can see the interior here is really well kept. It's actually a beautiful kind of pre-war style building and well maintained. We've already completed our physical inspection of the building, and a lot of our due diligence now is complete. So the building has really checked out nicely as far as rent collections, physical inspections, review of the landlord-tenant laws in Bayonne are very landlord-friendly compared to other neighboring cities. So that's going to help us turn over units and increase the rent to market value, since there's no rent control on 16 of the units here, and the 5 units that are still rent controlled. Once those tenants move out over time, if they do, we assume they won't. Those actually go right to market value as well. So there's 100% vacancy decontrol, allowing us to lease out vacant units for whatever the market is bearing once they're renovated without board approval. So you can see a beautiful property here, well maintained, family owned, decent kitchens, really just needs a basic cosmetic updating. You can see the brown cabinets, kind of the older kitchen cabinet look, but nothing crazy, not going to break the bank on the renovations. One of the largest value adds we're doing to the property is swapping out the heating system, which is now paid for by the landlord. And you can see the bathrooms here, very nice, and living room here. And by swapping out the heating system, which is one big oil boiler in the basement, into separate heating units that the tenants will pay, also adding central air to the units. So now the units will have air conditioning. Not only will they rent for more with air conditioning, that's going to attract a better quality tenant and a higher rent, but we're also going to be able to move that heating cost off our books. So that's $21,000 in heating costs that the seller is now paying. Once we complete this conversion of the utilities here, that will allow us to save $21,000 on our expenses. So a huge value add there for this beautiful piece of real estate. We talked about the preferred rate of return. So for Class B, the minimum investment is $50,000. That's a 7% preferred rate of return. For Class C, it's a $30,000 minimum investment. That's a 5% preferred rate of return. Again, taking into the equity ownership, which is a 70-30 split, 70% going to the investors, 30% going to People's Capital Group. We do expect our investors to make a total cash and cash return annualized of about 10.5 to 12.5, depending on the share class, and a total annualized internal rate of return of about 15 to 18%, depending on the share class. The deadline to invest for both share classes is November 15th, 2022, but spots are filling up very quickly, so I wouldn't wait till November to make a decision and contact us and schedule your discovery call. If you feel like this is a fit for your investment goals and you want to start building your wealth in real estate, then you want to schedule that discovery call before November to make sure you get in on this opportunity. Once spots fill up, the opportunity is closed out. So again, the location is high demand, 21 residential units, pre-war building, 16 free market, 5 rent restricted units that become 100% decontrolled once those tenants move out. We assume those 5 rent controlled tenants will never move out, but history has shown over time they actually do, which will be great for us as landlords. And amazing value add, rents 34% below market value. Cosmetic renovations through the building, it really doesn't require much more than that. Overall, the kitchens and baths are primarily where we're going to be renovating. The planned installation of HVAC mini splits to reduce the heating costs of the owner while adding central air to the units. And located 10 minutes to the PATH station, new ferries being built, as I spoke about at the beginning of this, and high rental demand with rising rents expected over the next 5 years. Although we target a pretty slow growth in rental growth in Bayonne and very slow inflation as well. Bayonne is one of the strongest rental markets in the state. Rents rose 15.7% year over year. Our minimum investment on this opportunity is $30,000 for the one share class, $50,000 for the better share class. The maximum investment is $700,000. The minimum investment period is 3 to 5 years with an option to invest indefinitely and build legacy wealth and trade up to bigger and bigger buildings over time with us through the 1031 tax deference, an amazing wealth multiplying tool. And our targeted cash and cash returns, as I stated, was 10.5 to 12.5 annualized. Summary of the offering, we talked about the preferred rates of return, the targeted returns as well, the share class, and the length of the investment. We can accept up to 35 non-accredited investors. We work with sophisticated and accredited investors. So whether you're getting started in real estate as a sophisticated investor or you're a multimillionaire accredited investor, we can work with you and help you build your wealth to the next level in this building and more. We operate a 506B, so we work with non-accredited, sophisticated, and accredited investors. If you aren't sure what those terms mean and you aren't sure if you qualify yourself, but you feel you do have the investment amount, then let's schedule that call and see if you do qualify. Part of that discovery call is making sure you qualify for the investment. We also have low operator fees in this, low cost of fund creation, one-time acquisition fee, low discounted property management fee because we have an in-house property management company, and we do not charge an assets under management fee, which I see almost every real estate fund charge. Historically, we've achieved better than targeted returns. Just this summer, we achieved about a 24% annualized cash-on-cash return. Before that, we achieved about a 16% annualized cash-on-cash return in June on a different building. So we've completed 2 successful cash-out refinances just this year, and both of them were achieved about a 1.5 to 2 times initial targets. So really been hitting it out of the park more recently. Prior to that, we achieved our targeted returns of around 10 to 12% on other purchase and resale or purchase and refinance of apartment buildings. The next steps to get invested, as I discussed previously, are to connect with me, Aaron Fragnito. We've sent out multiple emails on this. Maybe you clicked on one of those emails and now you're reviewing this video. The best thing to do is now to click that button to schedule a discovery call. You can also go to peoplescapitalgroup.com and click qualify to invest, and that'll prompt you to schedule a call with me as well, or register to invest, and that'll bring you to the Syndication Pro site and have you fill out a basic application form. And they'll prompt you to then schedule a call with me, Aaron Fragnito. That'll be about a 15 to 30-minute call. We'll break into more of the details of this opportunity, our past performance, and any other questions you have about us here at People's Capital Group and how we help people invest in real estate. And after that, granted you're qualified, you can then review this offering opportunity. If you're already qualified on our list and you have access to this opportunity, then it's quite simple. You're going to sign into your Syndication Pro account. You've either already created a username and password, or you need to reset your password, and we've created a username for you if you're one of our existing investors. And if you feel like you should be qualified, then contact us here at People's Capital Group. You can email us at info@peoplescapitalgroup.com. You can reply to the email you're getting from us as well, or give us a call at 908-464-0400, and we'll get in touch with you. We'll schedule that discovery call, make sure you're qualified, or give you access to the offering if you are already qualified. My name is Aaron Fragnito. I'm co-founder of People's Capital Group. Again, spots are filling up very quickly on this opportunity. We've overperformed our last offerings in the past. Our historical performance is about 1.5 to 2 times initial targets. So hopefully we'll achieve that in this building as well. But really, our track record speaks for itself. And I encourage you to invest in real estate. If you haven't yet done that, diversify some of your wealth into tried and true real estate. And if you're already invested in real estate, maybe you're tired of being a landlord and looking to invest passively, put your feet up and collect some passive cash flow checks and big lump sums upon the refinance, then I encourage you to connect with us as well. Or heck, maybe you're already investing with us and you've been investing with us for years, earning nice returns, and you're ready to get going on this next opportunity, then let's connect. Let's make sure you get a spot in this opportunity, because spots are filling up very quickly. We work with investors on a first come, first served basis. So that means once spots fill up, we will close out this fund, and that could very well happen before November 15th. So be sure to get in touch with us before that date, and let's complete that discovery call if you haven't done that yet. Let's figure out if this is a fit for your investment goals. And hopefully it is. Start building wealth together in high demand real estate. Have a good day.